It's bright and breezy for today, but we have coastal flooding and some rain on the way. Dominate your fantasy leagues and bets with weather-driven data. MeteoOdds gives you innovative tools, player and game weather impacts, as well as detailed forecasts you just won't find anywhere else. Join FF Plus by using my code WEATHER, that's WEATHER, and get 50% off for life. Turn forecasts into fantasy wins only at MeteoOdds.com. Hey everyone, it's meteorologist Joe Martucci here. Let's take a look at our headlines on our Tuesday morning. We have comfortably cool conditions for today. It's feeling more like mid-October rather than early September, but still nice out, and we do have a breezy wind for Tuesday. Now, we are expecting rain showers late Tuesday night into Wednesday as a storm system rolls up the coast, and we have the return of tidal flooding that's going to begin tonight and go through Thursday here. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Here's a look at what I posted this morning on Facebook. From shorts to sweaters is what I'm calling it, because we are at the time of year where as you go from the coast to inland areas, temperatures drop in a hurry. We're in the 60s on the beach towns, but all you had to go was 7, 10, 11 miles inland, and we're in the lower 50s and even the 40s in some places. The biggest difference, Point Pleasant to Howell, in 11 miles, the temperature dropped 18 degrees. And we see that because we have the longer nights, which help to cool everything off a little bit more. But at the ocean and in the beach towns, we do have that milder ocean air acting as a little blanket over us, keeping the beach towns warmer. Here's a look at our future cast. So we are dry for today, but after midnight or so, a few showers will work into the area. Notice where the greens are, mainly hugging the coast here, and we're going to see that as we go into the day on Wednesday as well. I don't think Wednesday is a washout, but it's not a nice day, and it's not going to be one where you can get all of your outdoor events in either. Here's a look at our rainfall totals. Generally, we're talking about 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch. There are some locally higher amounts. This model, the European model, wants to put it inland. I have a feeling that would be actually closer to the coast. Can't always go directly off the computer models. Here's a look at our coastal flood stage. So we are expecting high tide flooding as early as this evening, but going all the way through our Thursday morning high tide. It does look like on Wednesday, this could impact the morning commute as the tide starts rising at about 8 a.m. or so, and that would be our highest tide of the four. That being said, still minor flood stage. The Noose is kind of flooding we see several dozen times a year. Here's a look at our bus stop forecast. It's a cool start, but we rise up into the mid-60s by 9 a.m. Today's going to be only around 70 degrees. Again, comfortably cool, but we do have a stiff wind coming off of the ocean. So if you are at the beach or on the bay, it's going to feel cooler for sure. Wave height's 4 to 7 feet. We have a high risk for rip currents. We stay in the 60s overnight, looking for rain showers to develop after midnight as the wind diminishes. And then Wednesday, again, it's a damp and dreary day, but it's not a washout. In fact, I think more than half of your day will be rain free. It's just hard to say exactly when. Then we go to the weekend here. We're kind of in between two low pressure systems. High pressure will snake on down through New Jersey, keeping us sunny for Saturday, and then we're dry for Sunday, though it should be close. Here's a look at our inland 7-day forecast. Sunday, we are expecting clouds later in the day. And then Monday, we're going to go likely dry, but there is a storm to our south. Otherwise, between now and then, temperatures are going to stay below average, with the exception of September 11th itself, where we should be around average. But we do have a really good stretch of weather Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and even most of Sunday, too, for you to get out and enjoy.